And I would start with the first question that it's kind of always curiosity from my side. What do you think, or how you see the most difficult part as working as IT recruiter? Because we know that our market is like they call the bubble, yeah, a lot of opportunities and not much workers. Yeah? So tell us a bit how are the challenges? Yeah? If you have any challenge, or if everything is easy. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah? Maybe it's an easy life. Huh?
Well, sometimes it is, but in most of the cases, it's really not. So, yeah, there are plenty of challenges, of course, but maybe not to make it too long, I will say about the most significant ones. So, first of all, what you said about this job market and this bubble, of course, it is a huge dynamics on this IT and engineering market. There are plenty of changes all the time, very rapid changes. And we as recruiters, believe me or not, but we also need to adjust to the changes. So it's not only the candidates, but also the recruiters who need to adjust to that. Also, the competition between the companies, it is huge. So it means that the market is very aggressive. It leads us to the situation when the recruiter job is quite stressful, especially in this technical area. I mean, the tough deadlines, also, the very high requirements when it comes to skills presented by the candidates, also the budget, of course, we cannot omit this topic. So there are plenty of things related to the job market itself, and also the gap between the job ads, so the available jobs on the market, and the skilled, qualified people. That's huge story, if I can say so. Then also another point that I would mention is technical knowledge. So if you want to be a good recruiter and a good point of contact for the candidate, but also for the business, for managers, for the technical teams, you need to have some basic technical knowledge. What I mean, of course, we will not be the technical experts, but at least we should know what is the technology that the candidate will use, what is the project about, where the applications will be used, how they will be working, and where. This is all the basic things, but I know that in many cases it doesn't work like it should. So definitely before we get into this technical world, we should read a lot about what is going on in IT industry or cybersec, etc. It is very important to also know the wording that candidates are talking to us. So sometimes guys use so many words that are kind of a black magic to us. So after the discussions, we need to go to the Google, and try to Google all those words just to be the partner in the conversation. That's very important. Then, of course, I need to mention the reluctance and unwillingness from the IT guys' sides when it comes to conversations with recruiters. So it is quite hard to really get you in the process. We need to be quite creative how to do that and how to attract you to join the conversations and the recruitment processes, because we know that you have plenty of offers available all the time in most of the cases. So we need to be really persistent. Just to give you an example, sometimes per month we need to send around 1,000 messages on LinkedIn, for example, to the candidates, and then we get 10 responses, for example. So sometimes you need to be really keep the motivation is quite hard, seeing the results, and we also have some targets and KPIs. So we need to somehow find the balance between all of that and try to combine it. And well, maybe one more thing that I would mention also here is diversity aspect. Quite popular right now, and in many companies it is a very important issue. And we know that this IT world is rather male oriented, and to find this, to make the diversified hiring here is quite difficult. And here I can also share my personal experience with that. So I worked for one of the most popular public sector European bank. And my task there was only to deliver the candidates, the female candidates, to the recruitment processes for IT and engineering roles, very niche ones, and also with quite high requirements. It was almost impossible, to be very honest, find women with 15 years of experience in very niche scope, etc. Quite difficult thing. And also I know that for many recruiters, this is also the target. So here I also want to bring to the discussion this aspect, because it might be challenge for us, and I hope that it will be changing, like, step by step in the market, also due to the society changes that we can observe, fortunately, right now.
Good, very good introduction point, I would say. And